let's face it, sometimes people are jerks. They can really get under your skin. People, get under my skin all the time. Sometimes no matter how nice you are, no matter how fair you are, no matter how loving, no matter how kind, sometimes people are jerks. They're selfish, thoughtless, callous, cruel. It just is what it is. Sometimes strangers, they don't know you, they're jerks. Sometimes people you love you, that you've known for a long time, and they're jerks. Talk to you any kind of way, treat you any kind of way, take you for granted, go out of their way to hurt you, disappoint you, let you down, betray you. It is what it is, But here are 3 things to remember. And, I say this, a lot of this stuff, I'm reminding myself. These are things that challenge me, that I'm working on. So 3 things to remember when people are jerks, when they're unfair, when they're unkind, when they disappoint you, when they betray you, they stab you in the back. 3 things to remember. Number 1, don't take it personal. 9.9.9 out of 10, it's not your issue, it's theirs. Is that a lot of times people, happy people treat people well. When you're happy, you treat people well. When you're feeling good about life, when you're feeling good about yourself, you treat people righteously. You treat people kindly. And so usually when someone is treating you bad, that's internal hate, internal dissatisfaction projected outwards. So it's not about you, it's about them. And so there's no need for you to take it personal. There's no need for you to take their issues with themselves, with their lives, personal. So that's the first thing to remember. The second thing to remember is that, you can't depend on another person to make you happy. It's hot in here. You can't depend on another person to make you happy. You can't depend on other people for validation. You can't depend on other people for, you have to learn to be independent, to be emotionally self-sufficient. Number 2, you can't rely on others to make you happy, and you can't let others upset you. You have to learn how to control your state internally, to be internally validate yourself. Be emotionally self-sufficient. I know, it sounds like a tough act. It is kind of a tough act. It's a skill. And, I'm still working on this. So I'm not speaking to you as as an authority on this. This is something I'm still working on. But being emotionally self-sufficient, you can't control what people do, but you can control how you respond. And you can even control how you feel. Someone says something mean or spiteful, it might hurt. Your reaction, your instinct is for it to cut. But you can practice when you understand that, hey, that wasn't personal. It's about them, it's not me. Then it makes it easier to not take it personal and not get upset. It makes it easier to bounce off of you. Some people, insults, negativity, bounce off them like water off a duck's back. Some people are like that. That's a skill you learn, you can practice. So that's number 2, learn to make yourself happy, learn not to rely on other people for validation, and not to let other people's stuff affect you internally. It's a skill you practice. And number 3 is a little less high-minded. Sometimes people piss you off. You want to get them back. You want revenge. You want something bad to happen to them. You want them to feel how you feel. I mean, that's human nature. I'd love to tell you, to get beyond it. I'm going to tell you should get beyond it. However, sometimes we got to do things in steps. And so sometimes before we can manifest or channel our higher selves, we have to learn to manage our lower selves. So number 3, you want to get revenge. You want to get back at them. Remember, The best revenge is living well. The best revenge is being happy. The best revenge is succeeding. And I'm not saying succeeding and rubbing it in their face. Like, the best revenge is being happy, and you're so happy you're not worrying about whatever their issues are. So, that's number 3. Now, you can probably use, number 3 to help you with number 2, as or to help you with number 1, when you understand that, hey, I'm just going to focus on feeling good and doing my thing and accomplishing my goals and being a better version of myself and, just being happy in spite of them. And when you understand that, so that helps you not take it personal, number 1. And, yeah. So you can kind of chain these things together. But yeah, that also helps you with internal validation, number 2. Internal validation and not being dependent on their actions. When you understand that, hey, I'm going to be fine no matter what they think, no matter what they're going through, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, I'm going to win, So, and winning. So those are the 3 ways to not let people get under your skin. Those are the three things you can do to stay above other people's stuff, because it's out there. And that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Just press the subscribe button below, and you'll get these messages pretty frequently. I'd like to give them to you daily. And, I'm starting off, I'm just building the habit of producing. These are not going to be, I'm just a guy, so these aren't going to be super produced productions. I'm just a guy that's just talking to you and trying to help you out while I go about my day. So press the subscribe button. See you later.